Hey guys, I'm Jacqueline.
I'm Marcella.
And we are here to talk about the Lucifer 5B trailer that came out. You guys, they didn't, we were just like going through it, and there's really like a lot of like, they didn't give much. They gave us like, it's 2 minutes. It's a pretty long trailer, but they didn't like, I feel like they didn't give a lot. Like, there's just kind of like a general
you know
premise.
what? It's a good thing though, because we were just saying when we were talking about like a couple of weeks ago, and we were like, oh, I wonder when we're gonna get like anything for Lucifer that's coming in May, or if they're just gonna wait until it comes out and not give a trailer. Like, we were kind of talking about that, and we were like, I don't really know if I want a trailer, because then you kind of just, everything's a surprise, because a lot of times with trailers, they give too much away. So yeah, but I think that they did a good job of not giving too much away, but also kind of getting us excited.
Exactly, like this was really well done. Like, we've seen trailers where they literally tell you like everything, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G is happening in this. But
it does seem like the majority of this, like the second half of the season, is going to focus on God, because that's the big thing, is that God is now in the show. So I think that's gonna really be the focus point, is God, and like what that means for everybody, all like the different characters.
I think it's gonna be really cool that Michael is still in play. Like, it's not like Michael left last season and now we just have God. Like, no, we literally have God with 2 of his children.
Exactly.
And like, if you are religious at all, like us personally, we are Catholic, so like we have heard of like Michael, Lucifer, like all of these characters. Like, it's really crazy for us to see it like visually, and I think it's just mind-blowing. Like, that one scene when Lucifer's like, I'm going to be God. Like, it's just like,
what's crazy, that's like the big, I'm like very confused about, is that God wants to
he's retiring.
Retire.
I don't understand. You've been God for thousands of years.
I guess he's gonna want Lucifer to take over or something, and Michael is gonna have his whole plan on how he wants to be God, and that's like his ultimate goal, is that power that he wants. And he's gonna be like making this army of everybody and trying to get that to happen. So we're gonna have Michael causing a bunch of problems. But I think it's gonna be really funny when God first comes into the season, because we have the family dinner.
I know.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I think the family dynamic is what's gonna be really crazy to see, because we've heard so much of it through the seasons. And I love when Chloe literally looks at him and is like, you are a terrible father, respectfully of course, but like, you are a terrible father, because, you know, she just knows Lucifer's side. And from the story that we are told in the show is that he really abandoned Lucifer.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see those two work it out too, because we're gonna have them going to like therapy with Linda.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting to see that, because we will get to see like God's side of it too in that way, because yeah, we've really only gotten Lucifer's point of view, because God has just been, I mean, he's God. He hasn't been actually on the show. So
I honestly, we were so excited when we found out that they were casting, that we were going to meet him, and I think it was also very like surreal, because he's just like this unspoken, like he's just there, like he's just like a constant present, even though he isn't physically there. And I think the casting choice is so great, and I think it's really cool how we're gonna see like evil Lucifer is like Michael. Like Tom Ellis is still getting to play Michael too, even though he's playing Lucifer. Like, I think it's so, that was one of the highlights of last season, is seeing how great Tom Ellis's acting ability is, and how he can really range from all these different characters, and it's like a totally different person.
It's amazing. He's so talented.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be really great to see Dan as well, because Dan looks like he's a mess, honestly.
Yeah, well, you have to think, last season Dan just found out the truth about Lucifer.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it seems like they're gonna be pals. Like, it seems like they're gonna be going.
Like this season they're gonna kind of work together more, and I'm excited to see that.
I think that'll be fun.
Those two, their dynamic is always just so much fun.
Good time.
So that'll be really good, and I'm very excited for Maze, because we have Eve coming in.
It was so quick. It was so quick in the trailer.
Oh, it was really quick in the trailer. We were so excited.
So quick.
We really shipped them, like we want them together. And I love Eve, but it's gonna be interesting how Maze's journey this season too, because we left her last season working with Michael, because Michael is promising her a soul and that's really what she wants, is a soul. And Lucifer kind of like blew her off and was like, you're a demon, like that's impossible. So she's trying to get that from Michael, which obviously we know he's just using her. Like he's not gonna like give her a soul. Like he's lying. He's not gonna keep his promise for that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting though how Eve fits into all of that and how she's gonna come back. Is it just gonna be like random or like what?
I really liked also the little sneak peek that we get of the musical episode, which we can't wait for. I feel like the family dinner and the musical are like the two big episodes that we're like dying to see.
That have been like really talked about.
That have been really talked about and really hyped up, that are gonna be really great to see. And I think the musical is one that we can't wait for. It was funny though, because like the scenes that they gave in the trailer, there's scenes that we technically have seen during, they did like a little like sneak peek of the musical episode. So, I mean, it was just cool seeing it in there like as like at the actual show, because we just knew it was coming, and it just gets you more excited. Like, oh my god, it's the musical episode that's in there. And I love when we get like him like dipping Chloe. I think that's really cute. And
Decker Star, guys.
What is gonna happen?
So we didn't get a lot of Decker Star in this trailer, which, I mean, we kind of like are disappointed because we wanted to see Decker Star, but again, it's better if they don't give a bunch of stuff in the trailer, because it leaves for surprises and all of that. So it's fine.
I am sad that there was less kissing in this trailer. Like, I feel like we did, like, if you think about like all like the sexy times that we got, and like we got so many kissing scenes in the other trailer, but obviously it ended up being like,
that was like a shock factor thing.
Yeah, and it wasn't actually Lucifer.
Exactly.
But I feel like there was not as much kissing in this one.
No, it seems like Decker Star is gonna have some issues, because I feel like we just need answers at this point to why Lucifer can't say I love you to her, and why it would be a lie if he does say it. I feel like there has to be some kind of like other explanation. Like, I don't think it's as simple as like he doesn't love her. Like,
no.
From Lucifer's actions throughout the whole show, like, it's very clear that he loves Chloe deeply, and we've seen that. Like, we don't need him to really vocalize it. Like, we know as the audience that we're seeing that he loves her, so we just have to find out the reason to why he can't verbally say it to her. I feel like there's some kind of like curse on him, like where he can't say I love you. There's something there that like
said it's a lie. It would be a lie, and we know that
that's weird.
He can't
is that
lie.
He said that it would be a lie, and he can't lie. So I don't know. Maybe he's protecting her. I don't know. There's something. But if
he says I can't say those
unless
3
he
words
feels like
because it's a lie.
Maybe he feels
I think like it's more. I think he feels like, is that
like mental, where like he feels
like it's more than love. Like it's something that transcends love. Like it's something more powerful that he feels towards her, and it's not just love. And by saying I love you, it would be mediocre in his mind. Like maybe something like that, because I mean, if you think about it, Lucifer is an immortal being. Like he's not like human. He doesn't see as black and white as...
So maybe he loves differently too.
Yeah, so I feel like there's
could be something like that.
He loves differently, and he sees her in a different way
than humans
do. Yeah. I don't... That just feels like a cop-out. Like, I don't...
That feels like so... Like,
I don't know if that's just
there has to be more complex reasoning than that.
Yeah, I think there has to be more. He can
still say it, even if that is the truth. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like, even if it's more than that,
like it still means him saying it means something to Chloe, so he should still say it if he doesn't. Like, I don't know. I feel like it has to be something with he's not allowed. But that's what the whole big theory was going into the second half of the season that we had last year, and then now to hear him at the end of this trailer say it would be a lie. That's what we did not want, you guys. That was what we were all like, oh no. It scares me a little, but I do feel like there's something bigger going on there, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
I think that there's bigger things happening with Decker Star, which is why we didn't see them much at all in this trailer. Like, I think whatever they showed would have been too spoilery, so I'm like happy that they didn't then. But I feel like if they showed us more of like them kissing, then we knew that they would work it out.
Yeah.
So, which they can't do if you think about it. So I guess that's why we didn't get any kissing scenes with them. But at the end of the trailer, there's like a short sequence of like certain scenes, and we kind of went through it really slowly, and there's a few things that are kind of alarming in it. For one, Lucifer has the devil face, and he is holding up somebody by the neck.
Looks like Chloe.
And it looks like it's Chloe.
And he has the devil face. We know it's Lucifer. It can't be Michael. I don't know, guys. I don't know what that's about. Why
but he's doing it.
You'd be hurting Chloe like that.
I feel like he's trying to make a point to God, who's right there, but I don't understand.
I feel like he lost control in front of God. Like, something went down.
Something went down where he had, but like, I don't understand what would ever drive Lucifer to hurt Chloe. That's something I don't understand, unless there's something overarching in that episode, like a plot-wise that we don't know about yet. Like, maybe there's another demon that's coming in. Maybe something's gonna happen with, like, somebody's gonna come from hell that's gonna come loose there. Maybe something like that. Some demons, demon possession.
That's definitely a little, that's a little scary.
Maybe it's like not Chloe, but it looks like it's Chloe, so that's why, like, we paused it and we studied the hair, the bun, it looks like it's Chloe. I don't know if, I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's something that's concerning.
Something that's concerning. Another couple of things is we have Linda slapping Dan, which I'm not sure what that is about. Yeah,
that was kind of random.
That was a little random, so I mean, we're gonna have to obviously get more context, but that's gonna be concerning. We have Linda in handcuffs, it looks like, when they come out at the
elevator. It looks like Decker Star are, like, both, like, on the side, and they're holding Linda.
I feel like that's part of, like, a case or something.
That's gonna be, like, an undercover thing, I feel like. Like, an undercover, like, having Linda, like, pretend to be, like,
yeah, something like that.
Like, I don't know. That's kind of strange. Then we also, another thing with Linda is we have her hugging Lucifer, crying, and I think that
is something to do with Amenadiel,
Charlie,
because we know that Amenadiel is very scared about Charlie being mortal and worried about that, so I feel like that has something to do with that. Maybe he'll try to take the baby away. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like eventually, like, something's gonna end up happening with that baby, and whatever it is, whether it's something where, like, something's gonna happen where it's gonna be emotional regardless of what it is. Like, I think that anything, like, for her as a mother, I think it's gonna be emotional, and I love that Lucifer's there for her. I love that friendship so much, but yeah, another thing that's concerning.
I don't know. That was just a couple of things that we noticed once we slowed it down, because they go very fast in the trailer.
We didn't see any of the baby in this trailer either. They didn't show anything that's going to be happening with the Amenadiel. No,
which is interesting, because the last season it was basically Amenadiel being scared of Charlie being mortal and everything with that. So
that's also being kept secret.
Yeah.
That's also being kept under wraps. And also, I feel like Amenadiel in general, we didn't see too much of him in this trailer.
We didn't see too much of Ella, though, either, in this
We didn't see much of Ella. We didn't, I mean, we saw Linda.
A little bit of Dan and Linda.
But a little bit. Like, it was more like a comical sense.
Like, they're, like, in the, like, kind of, like, on the side.
I think my favorite shot of Amenadiel in this trailer was him chugging the glass of wine, because I feel like that's gonna be us all season. Like, I think
if there's trouble for Decker.
Yeah, I feel like that was really good. I'm really excited to see more of Amenadiel interacting with Michael as well, and Lucifer, like, and God, their father. Like, I feel like there needs to be more. Like, I'm just really excited. This trailer really focused a lot on Michael versus Lucifer, but I'm really excited to see where Amenadiel is in everything too.
Yeah, because I feel like if anybody is suited to be the new god, it would be
Amenadiel,
not Lucifer or Michael. So I don't know, is he, like, not up for, is he not nominated? Like,
yeah, how
does he feel about that? Because I feel like he would like it, because he doesn't really, he's scared of Charlie being on Earth, so I feel like that would be a win for Amenadiel, just take his baby up to heaven. But then, I mean, you have Linda. You can't take the baby away from Linda. So I wonder if Amenadiel, that'll run through his head, where he's like,
I'm always very curious how a show like this is going to end. Like, how this whole thing is going to go down. And also, we still have the whole fact that somebody needs to be ruling hell. Nobody's down there now.
I love how nobody has mentioned
Nobody's mentioned that, but that's an issue.
That's gotta get brought up with God being there, though, now.
Yeah, I mean, that's still an issue.
I think Michael's gonna end up going and ruling hell, because I think that he has this power and he wants to control something. He wants to be in charge or something. I feel like we could just throw him down there and he'll be happy.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Michael down there, too, and I think Lucifer is gonna have his, like, redemption, where he's able to be with Chloe and complete his time on Earth, maybe like her time, and then they'll meet again in heaven. Like, I always feel like this show is gonna end with Decker Star in heaven together. I don't know if that's just me wanting them to live happily ever
maybe
after.
maybe we're heading in that way. It seems like they need somebody to be God. Maybe
I mean,
Lucifer will end up in heaven and not like...
We still have season 6, so this is not the last season anymore. But it will be interesting to see where the season ends, because I think that, I don't know if they ended this season before they knew that they got renewed. So like, I don't know if this was supposed to be a series finale and then it got extended, like that's happened in the past. Or if...
Yeah, that's happened in the past where it kind of like ends where it's like, oh, the show's done.
And then it gets renewed and it keeps going. But so I don't know if it finished filming before they got renewed. And this might be where we are heading, because like at the end of the arc in these 10 episodes, the arc will be who is the new God. I can't picture like God like not being... I don't know. Like, I just feel like... I just think that he has to stay ruling. Like, it's just weird to me that he's retired and he's tired.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, but... Anyway, let us know some of your predictions. We, maybe as it gets closer, if we find more things here and there,
or we think of more predictions and theories.
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely want to do, we were actually considering doing weekly live chats. Like, we used to do that for the 100.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. We would love to do weekly, like, chats where we just all talk about Lucifer together. I think that would be really, really cool.
That would be really fun, but... Just so you guys know, we are going to do reactions. If you find that they're not on YouTube, they will be on Patreon, because sometimes YouTube likes to block our videos. Yeah. But if you want to make sure you guys can see Lucifer, so they will be on Patreon if they are not on YouTube.
Thank you for watching. Bye!